Hey, y'all don't hear from me often, do y'all? But Nightmare Baller 1 here, and since Big Rat go ahead, he made his little video or whatever, talking about the Dark Ciberknetico and my rating for it. I feel like I just reviewed the whole show, and I'll explain why I gave the match what I gave it. Okay, let's get started. Let me start off by saying every year the undercard for the Dark Cibernet for the Tornado Cibernetico or the Cibernetico shows always weak. Like it's usually like pretty okay to bad. I thought this was probably the best undercard. Well, second best undercard they ever had. Well, I don't know. It's about a tie. It's about a tie with well, never mind. I forgot about Cybernetico and Robin. That's the best undercard they ever had. But this is second, probably. This is second. Cybernetico and Robin had a crazy undercard. Like, one of the undercard matches was the best match on the show. It's just crazy. Check that show out if you haven't. SmartMarkVideo.com. Alright, anyway, oh yeah, and for the record, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I ordered the newest PWG show. That should be a review of that should be coming. And I got another review that I will get to with someone else, and they know what I'm talking about. But we'll get to it. But something happened that day and crazy shit. But anyway, the opener was Dasher Hatfield versus Brody Lee. Brody Lee cut a terrible promo at the beginning. Yo, I like Brody Lee a lot. I think, in my opinion, either him or Tersus are probably the two best big men in all of pro wrestling. Well, at least definitely in the independents. And I just wish that Brody Lee wouldn't talk, like, cause I would just much rather like him to throw people around and things like that. And that promo was terrible, but this was a fun match, y'all. 2 3/4 stars. The crowd was really into it. Dasher Hatfield got like the biggest rub you can possibly get. He like Superman at the end. It was wild. Like, he was kicking out of everything because he took off that boot. It was pretty cool, I think. Alright, then we got Ophidian versus Dragon Yuki. If you've been following Chikara for a while and you've seen Dragon Yuki before, you know this fat guy is fucking terrible. And this match was okay, but still, like, he's terrible. Honestly, like, I hate this guy. I'm gonna be real. I guess 2.5-star match. I guess what it was just kind of alright. Ophidian did as much as he could with somebody that was not very good. The next we had Frightmare, who was supposed to face Lince Dorado, but he couldn't be there, because he had a family emergency. Now, as much as I hate the BDK, I hope whatever went on with Lince Dorado, everything's okay. I hate the BDK, but I just hate Lince. I ain't got nothing against his family. But yeah, this was good though. Like they did the usual pull names out of the hat. Then Johnny Gargano came out there. If you remember at the Young Lions Cup, he won this Battle Royal, so you can get a golden opportunity at whatever title or whatever he wanted. He wanted tonight to be the Young Lions Cup. I kind of agree with Big Rat on this. I thought like him winning that Battle Royal, it'd be a bigger deal down the road. Like, I thought he would cash in for something and he would win. That's what I thought. But we all knew he wasn't winning this match. But this match was fun as hell, y'all. 3 1/4 stars. Like, the end of this jump was hella hot. Either this or a tag match is the second best match of the night. But yeah, this is cool though. This is cool. Alright, then we got Cheech Hernandez versus Vin Gerard. This match is just long and boring. And oh my god, like, I had to fight sleep. This match is terrible. It wasn't terrible, it was boring. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, to me, Vin Gerard has not been any good since his little mini feud with Jimmy Olsen. Like, he ain't been good since then to me. Like when the Unstable first started, he was dope, man. Like the Young Lions Cup final with him and Fire Ant back in '08. Y'all haven't seen that match? That's the best Young Lions Cup final. Period. Like, one of the best matches ever in Chikara. But he ain't been really good since 2008, in my opinion. 2008, early '09. And yeah, this match, it's just drug. I guess 2 stars. It's just being nice. That is being nice. The next we had the Super Smash Brothers versus Oberian and Kodama. This was a pretty cool match. It had its little parts where it stalled. The end looks vicious, man. fucking player dose could sell, boy, cause that looked nasty. Like he looked like he was there, like he was twitching and shaking afterwards. It was crazy. And Oberi and Kodama, man, they were very, very impressive tag team. I like to see them more in Chikara on some real shit. They were really good. They impressed me. 3 stars. This was a good match. You know, overall, like I said, the undercard is not nothing to go out of your way for. You know what I mean? Like it's very bland. You know, the selling point of all these shows is the Ciberknetico match. You know what I mean? And I'll say this, alright? Nobody on here, nobody will enjoy this match as much as I did. I know that. Hands down, it's a great match. Like, even if you've never seen Chikara and you just seen this match and this is the first time you ever saw it, you'll still be like, oh man, that was a great match. But you won't nearly enjoy it as much as, like, you know, somebody like me or like Big Rat did, or and Big Rat didn't even enjoy it as much as I did. You know, so Team BDK. Oh yeah, before the match, see, Ultraman is Black cut like an amazing promo it got me hype as fuck. Like he just got in the camera, he was like, you know, we fought, we bled, we done all this stuff, and we take back Chikara tonight. And I was like, fuck yeah, we take back Chikara tonight. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, you know, I pumped my fist and everything. I was so hype. And then you know, like Derek Sabat, I love how this whole match was set up. Like Gavin Loudspeaker was in the ring with Derek Sabato. He was like, and your referee for this main event matchup is there. And then all of a sudden Bryce jumps in the ring and he's like, you know, last time I checked, I'm the senior official here. I think he said Dieter's not here or something like that, so you can go out there and you can stand there and watch if you want to and all this stuff. He's like, go ahead, get out the ring. The crowd started singing you know, nah 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 nah, hey hey goodbye and all that stuff. And then just like, you know, they was chanting Bryce's name and it was incredible. And then like, you know, now team number 1, and all of a sudden, like, you know, the crowd's all hyped for Bryce, and then right when Gavin Loudspeaker say that, the BDK's music hits and they're boo. It was awesome, man. And then Team Chikara came out. Oh my god, like I was marking out then. Like I feel like everybody should own the first Chikara show. And if you did, was it the first one? I can't remember. But if you did, he's only done this gimmick twice, but I've seen him do it, well actually 3 times. But Icarus came out with the old Ichabod Slane get up on, you know, with the black mask and the torn up shirt, and I thought that was cool. And then Stigma came out with the Shane Storm mask over the Stigma mask, man. I was going nuts, man. And then Jigsaw and Quack came out, everybody's going crazy, and then this guy with the Vocator mask comes on, and keep in mind, one thing I do have to let y'all know, I had no idea what was going to happen. Like, I didn't read any spoilers, I didn't know who won anything this night. I came into the night with, like, I haven't read I don't read Chikara spoilers, because it ruins the show. That's why I feel like Chikara, like, to me, if you just watch Chikara and just follow it, it's like the most fun promotion out there. Like, you cannot watch Chikara for the in-ring action, because that's only half of it. It's good, but it's not great. I will fully admit that. But man, the storylines is what's there, and you have to watch Chikara for the storylines. If you read the spoilers for every Chikara show, I hear some people say Chikara is overrated and all that stuff. That's because y'all motherfuckers probably just read the spoilers after every show. Y'all ruin everything, you know what I mean? It's just supposed to react to. Every fan that goes to any Chikara show says they have a hell of a time because they never know what's going to happen. And if you watch the DVDs the same way, you'll feel the same way. But anyway, let me get back to my point. That's just my whole Chikara's overrated rant, you know what I mean? But what was I gonna say? Yeah. Okay, now this guy in a Vocator mask comes out. If y'all remember Vocator, that was the robot. You know, it's of course it's a person, but it's a robot. It was a robot that used to be Ultraman is Black. Turns out it was Tim Donst. You know, the BDK angle started and all that stuff. Well, he appeared at some other shows, and, you know, they didn't know why. But we find out why tonight, because he comes out, he takes off his jacket, it's a blue and pink suit on, he has the Texarkana title around his waist, takes off the mask, it's fucking Larry Sweetie. I go nuts, I start jumping up and down. Like, I went crazy, man. He come right into the ring, and then everybody, it's like a crazy brawl for like 10 minutes. It wasn't 10 minutes, but it was a while. And it was just nuts, man. It was just all sorts of just mayhem. Yo, I'm gonna be honest, this is my favorite match of the year, like, hands down. Like, without question, my favorite match of the year. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Phone rung and then I got sidetracked. Where I leave off, yeah, Larry Sweeney comes out, giant brawl breaks out. You know, then they finally get back in the ring, and then great action happens. You know, what I mean, there's a few botches like Sweeney eliminating Pinky Sanchez. Yeah, it was a botch. It was like two other ones, but like, who cares, man? Like, this match here is like, you know what I'm saying? It's beyond fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know, if you've been following Chikara, you know what and when I say we, I'm talking about the Chikarmy, all the fans and the wrestlers and everything. You know what we've been going through with this BDK shit. You know what I mean? And this match was just vindication. You know, it was like, you know, it wasn't the nail in the coffin, but it was like us hammering the coffin. You know what I mean? Like, we're almost about to drive the nail in these motherfuckers, but a little bit longer. But man, like, you know, and then when it came down to Kingston and Tersus, I thought it was fitting, man, because you know, even the Claudio disqualification made sense. He was like, you know, Kingston started to fight back. You know what? He was like, let me get out of here and soften him up for Tersus. It's two of us, you know. Kingston, you know, hurt as bad as he is, you know, low blow and all this stuff, cannot beat Tersus because 12 men, you know, well, not 12 men, but 7 men couldn't get him down. You know what I mean? So he can't beat Tersus. And then King beats Tersus. He knocks him down for the first time, and I went nuts. This match is not, you know, there's botches, you know, who cares? Like, it's like 3, you know what I mean? But if you judge a match just going by move for move, then you're crazy, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not going to be a bunch of headlocks and a bunch of all this stuff, you know what I mean? It's everybody trying to bang, 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 get rid of each person after the next. And then the way they got rid of Tim Donst was the loudest pop for me the entire night. Like, Tim Donst was getting rid of everybody with the inverted Chikara special. And then, Quack puts in the regular one, you know, and finishes them with that. That was just fitting to me. I kind of wish it kind of would have been Pinky Sanchez, though, because of the carbon ant thing, but who cares? Who cares? Either way, it doesn't matter. You know, but, I mean, both would make sense. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like, both would make sense. And I love the way Sarah Del Rey and Daisy Hayes was eliminated. This match is incredible. This show is not incredible. I give it like an 8, but like, because of the match. But I'm gonna be real. You know, it's probably 3rd on my match of the year list. I can't put it ahead of Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, because, you know, Shawn Michaels' last match, my favorite wrestler of all time, one of the most important wrestlers of all time. That'd be stupid. But it's not ahead of Davey and Tyler Black, because the work in that match is like beyond anything you would probably see anywhere else. And I mean, like, years. You know what I mean? Like, the work in that match is like miles ahead of a lot of shit. You know, it was just incredible. But like, when it comes to just fun and overall enjoyment and everything, and keep in mind, though, I 100% did not know anything that was about to happen. I didn't know who won. I didn't know which side won. I didn't know who got the last pin. I didn't know Larry Sweeney came back. So just take that how you want to take it. And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out. Next review, PWG, and hopefully another one soon. We'll see. Holler at y'all later. Peace.